NASA finds pyramids on Mars and Ceres. This is SkyWatchTV News, June 23rd, 2015. I'm Derek Gilbert. Maybe not pyramids per se, but the meme is out there and being promoted again that there are artificial structures elsewhere in the solar system. Images from the Mars Curiosity rover and the Dawn space probe show what appear to be pyramids. First, on Mars. This is from a YouTube channel called Paranormal Crucible. The pyramid appears to be about the size of a small car, according to the researcher, who speculates that it could be a marker or the capstone of a buried pyramid. The computer narration that accompanies the video claims that the near-perfect shape is proof of intelligent design. Meanwhile, the Dawn spacecraft in orbit around the dwarf planet Ceres sent back these photos. The pyramid-shaped mountain that you see here is estimated to be about 3 miles high, which is about the size of Mont Blanc, the tallest mountain in the European Alps. The size and shape of this pyramid-shaped mountain are peculiar. There's nothing else like it on Ceres, which is the largest object in the asteroid belt. Now, do either of these suggest the presence of intelligent life elsewhere in the solar system? And more importantly, does this affect our understanding of God and His creation? The answer is no. Now, for one thing, there's no way that you and I can identify positively, verify the source of these images. But let's take them on faith and say that these really do come from Mars and Ceres and not, say, from the Arizona desert or a Hollywood soundstage. The Arizona desert would certainly explain some things that researchers claim to have found in these pictures from the Mars rover, such as the mouse, the tennis shoe, the thigh bone, the so-called jelly donut, and other artifacts. But assuming this is all authentic audio from Mars, or video that is, why do we keep seeing reports of these tantalizing artifacts? And this isn't new. For example, look at this 1989 poster commissioned by the Boeing company to raise awareness of the White House Mars exploration program. You see in the image there what appears to be a pair of NASA astronauts coming across a totem, something that looks like one of the giant stone heads from Eastern Ireland, along with Egyptian hieroglyphs and Sumerian script. See, Mars has been a fascinating object in the sky that has been a part of legend and myth through all of humanity's history. For a good read on the role Mars has played in myth, legend, and the occult, I recommend the book The Lying Wonders of the Red Planet by our friend Doug Woodward. But remember, evidence of something artificial on Mars or Ceres, even if proven, doesn't change our role here on Earth. First, a pyramid on Mars, if it exists, doesn't necessarily indicate extraterrestrial intelligence. It may as well be interdimensional, and of course we're speculating here. But secondly, it doesn't mean that who or whatever created that pyramid also created us, which is what we are supposed to believe. Humans were created by God in His image, and a proper understanding of the original Hebrew would translate better into English as created as His imagers, His representatives, His moral agents on earth, our sphere of responsibility, just as the angels are His agents in their sphere of responsibility. So if someday a UFO were to land on the White House lawn, an authentic extraterrestrial UFO, that would not change the fact that we humans were still created by God in His image. And for the record, we do not believe and have not yet seen hard evidence of the existence of extraterrestrial life. Speaking of pyramids, by the way, NASA is preparing to launch a new probe called OSIRIS-REx. Osiris, of course, was the Egyptian god of the dead. The asteroid probe will be visiting an asteroid called Bennu. NASA, of course, had to come up with a really convoluted acronym to name this probe OSIRIS-REx. It's the Origins Spectral Interpretation Resource Identification Security Regolith Explorer. The probe is to visit Bennu, the asteroid, and come back with samples, the purpose being to try to find organic matter in an extraterrestrial source, the idea being that panspermia is the source of life on Earth, organic compounds that crashed into Earth and then became you and me. Bennu, by the way, in Egyptian mythology was a bird associated with the sun, creation, and rebirth, linked to the god Osiris, and probably the source of the phoenix in Greek mythology. The search for life in the solar system, by the way, also about to extend to the moon Europa, Jupiter's moon Europa. All systems are go for the planned mission, which should launch sometime in the 2020s. The Galileo probe in the 1990s found that there was evidence of oceans underneath the icy crust of Europa, possibly as much as twice as much water as exists on Earth, even though Europa is only the size of Earth's moon. Here on Earth, more gloom and doom from climate scientists. A government report in the UK finds that our advanced civilization may collapse within the next 30 years. The report was commissioned for Britain's Foreign Office. Says that the threats to our society are climate change, food shortages, water scarcity, energy crisis, and political instability. Now, the good news is that the model used to make this prediction does not account for people changing their ways in response to these crises. The model was developed by the Global Sustainability Institute, intended to show that our way of life is not sustainable. On the west coast of the U.S., sea life is washing ashore in record numbers. An algae bloom off the California coast may be the largest ever. In fact, it stretches from Santa Barbara all the way to Alaska. Animal rescue centers there say that there's an unusual increase in deaths among sea lions, dolphins, and pelicans. Further south, red tuna crabs are coming ashore at Orange County, California, coming ashore in such numbers that they're creating a carpet of crabs 12 to 16 inches thick in some places. In Alaska, 10 fin whales have been found dead near Kodiak Island. Fin whales can grow to be 75 to 90 feet long. The cause of their deaths is unknown. A marine mammal specialist told reporters that finding even one dead fin whale every other year is unusual. Finding 10 in 1 year is very strange. Science fiction author Philip K. Dick came up with some of the most memorable stories of the last half century. Many have been turned into movies, often with a dark dystopian future, like Blade Runner, Minority Report, Total Recall, The Adjustment Bureau. The Blade Runner, by the way, was based on his novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Thanks to Google, we may be a step closer to knowing the answer to that question. A new Google project called Inceptionism tasked a neural network with designing artwork. A neural network is a computer simulation of the human brain, and it came up with the images that you see here. Now, as this technology develops, we're going to see more robots in close companionship, close proximity to humans, not serving as mindless slaves, but as companions for emotional support. A new Japanese robot called Pepper stands less than 4 feet tall, billed as the first emotionally intelligent robot designed to read human emotions via facial expressions and tone of voice. The first production run of Pepper sold out in 1 minute at a trade show in Japan over the weekend. The cost of Pepper, $1,600 each, plus a $200 monthly fee. The manufacturer wants to bring Pepper to the United States sometime next year. Who was Nimrod, and why is he still bothering us after 5,000 or 6,000 years? That's a question that you'll hear the answer to, or at least some speculation on, tonight as Dr. Michael Lake, author of The Shinar Directive, joins Tom Horn for the first of 3 interviews on SkyWatch TV. The show airs tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, that's UTC-5, on DirecTV Channel 376, Dish Network Channel 267, and the Glory Star Satellite Channel 117. Now, if you can't watch the interview live, oh, by the way, you can also see it streamed live at the Christian Television Network's website, ctnonline.com. But you can watch it on demand at your convenience at Roku, as the SkyWatch TV Roku channel is now officially in the Roku channel store. So you can go to Roku and search for it through your Roku device. You can go online, log into your Roku account, search the channel store that way, or log on to skywatchtv.com/Roku, and we have instructions posted there on how to add the channel to your account. The new issue of SkyWatch Magazine is available. It is a free issue with fascinating content from Dr. Michael Lake, Tom Horn, Gans Shimura, Josh Peck, and the first installment of something new, a supernatural thriller called Skinwalkers by Sharon K. Gilbert. That is available, again, to read at your convenience online. It's mobile ready, so you can watch it, read on your laptop, your PC, Mac or Windows, or your smartphone, tablet, what have you. Log on to skywatchtv.com and search the top menu bar for the link to the free magazine. We appreciate your comments, questions, and suggestions here at SkyWatch TV. How can we make these programs more informative and interesting to you? Send me your email, dgilbert@skywatchtv.com. And thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert, and this is SkyWatch TV.